Alright guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to another video. And today's going to be my Blu Ray DVD collection for 2026. And we're going to have a look at the fantasy section. So let's go. Alright, starting off we have Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. Good films, of course, with Johnny Depp, Helen Bonham Carter, and Mia Wasikowska. Good film by Tim Burton. Love that. Put that on there, down there. Right. Beauty and the Beast. Love that film. Bigger Emma Watson. Bedtime Stories. Good film. Adam Sandler. The BFG. This is a very, very good film by Steven Spielberg. I love this film. Probably my second favourite film of 2016. Can't believe this is 10 years old. Ooh. Right. The Chronicles of Narnia trilogy. I don't know what's going on, but they still haven't made any more. I don't know why they stopped making these, because there's 7 books, so would be nice to see another one of these come in the future. Will we get more? I don't know, but that's the Chronicles of Narnia. Cinderella. The Dark Crystal, classic. Jim Henson, of course, very good film. This I like this film a lot. Yeah, good film. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Great movies, of course. Harry Potter prequels, and then of course that's followed up by The Crimes of Grindelwald. I still need to watch the Secrets of Dumbledore. I need to watch that. The Ghost of Mrs. Muir, classic. Gene Tierney, Rex Harrison, and George Sanders from 1942. Love that. This is from the Studio Classics label, so that's number 30. One of my friends gave me that on DVD. Yeah. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Absolutely love this film. Big Harry Potter fan. Huge fan of the Potters. I've been a big fan of these films for about, I'm not sure now, 25 years, I'd say now. I'm trying to think, 2001, 26, yeah. I would guess it would be 25 years. Good film, of course. I'm very sad about all the legends now that we've lost. We've lost Richard Harris, the original Dumbledore. Alan Rickman, of course, Severus Snape. Robbie Coltrane as Hagrid. And the most recent one was Dame Maggie Smith. So all the legends are gone. So, well, some of them are still going. Like David Bradley, he's still going. He played Arcus Filch. Just see, they mentioned on here. Yeah, there's the whole. You can see the cast on there. I don't think David Bradley's name's on here, is it? David Bradley. No, his name's not on here. Why is his name not on here? Don't know. He didn't really do a lot. He played Arcus Filch in that. But yeah, very sad about those actors. Also, the actor that played Uncle Vernon passed away just a couple of years after they were done. So yeah. And then Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Personally, my favourite of this series. Don't know why. I don't know why this is my favourite. Why is this my favourite? I don't really know why this is my favourite. So I just love everything about this. Moaning Myrtle, Dobby, the house elf, um, of course, the Weasley twins, the Weasley car, the spiders, everything about it. Love it. And this is the last one to feature Richard Harris, who played Dumbledore, because he passed away after this film was done. So then, of course, that was replaced. He was replaced by God, uh, legendary Michael Gambon, and he sadly passed away now. So yeah, funny enough, Maggie Smith and Michael Gambon both passed away the same day, but a year later. So very sad about those. But all the legends are gone. So we got The Prisoner of Azkaban from 2004. That was the first one to feature Michael Gambon as Dumbledore. And then we have The Goblet of Fire. The Order of the Phoenix. Good film, that. I love that. Half-Blood Prince. And The Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. Yeah, love the Harry Potters. I can recite every single line from each and every one of those films. I can. Alright. I had a bit of a burp in my mouth, and I don't want to, do it on camera. Next up is the Hobbit trilogy, of course. Absolutely love the Hobbit films as well. But people might be wondering, am I a Harry Potter fan, or a Hobbit fan, or Lord of the Rings? I don't really mind either or. I like anything like Hobbit, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, etc. I was a bit too young to watch the Lord of the Rings though, so I watched Harry Potter first. And I got older and older, and I thought, I'm going to give the Lord of the Rings a go. And I did, and I enjoyed them. I got them. I'll talk about them in a minute. And then, of course, they did the Hobbit trilogy in the 2010s. So I enjoyed the Hobbit trilogy. Never read the books, though. Never, ever read the books. I did have a book of the Lord of the Rings, but I don't know what happened to it. I'm not a big book fan. My dad loves books. He's a big book fan, My dad loves his books. Okay, next up is Jumanji, of course, classic. Robin Williams, very sad about him. Bonnie Hunt, Kirsten Dunst, and Bradley Pierce. They haven't done a lot of movies. Bradley Pierce hasn't done any more. He hasn't done a film for years. Don't know what happened to him. He did do The Borrowers in '97, but that was it. I don't know what happened to him. Okay, next up is the sequel, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, 4K. Good film, that. Loves a bit of Jumanji sequel. And, of course, Jumanji The Next Level. This one scared the shit out of me when I was in the cinema watching this. That monkey is a fucking creepy bastard. I tell you now, it was horrifying. I won't tell you any detail, but my God, it's terrible. Not terrible, but it was scary. It scared the shit out of me. Okay, now next is the King Kong, the old King Kong, the original King Kong, 1933. Very good film, this. Good film. I had it on DVD years ago, and then it came out on Blu Ray. So yeah, that's good. Then we got King Kong, the remake, the Peter Jackson remake. Big fan of this one. Again, I remember watching this in the cinema 21 years ago. 21 years ago this came out. It's hard to believe it came out 21 years ago. And again, a short story. Very short, I tell you. I watched this in the cinema with my dad. And what happened was me, my mum, and my dad went to the cinema together, and my sister. So it was me, mum, dad, and my sister. And we went to the cinema together, but they watched something else, and me and my dad watched King Kong. And King Kong was a lot longer, and we wasn't well, I don't think we were expecting it to be that long. Back then, it was about 2 hours and something minutes, but this is now an extended edition. Extended. There's a theatrical and an extended cut, but they don't really. It doesn't really bother me at all that they're like that long. So yeah, good films though. Never been a King Kong idea. I'm tired. I don't know. I'm filming. This is a late video. I'm filming this late. I don't know why. So I apologize for my yawning. Sorry. Am I keeping you awake? I don't know. Okay, next we have the classic Labyrinth. I love this film. Love this film. Very sad about David Bowie. God bless him. It's another legend we lost a few years ago. He's been gone for 10 years now. Next we have, as I said, The Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I mentioned this, and I didn't watch these at the cinema in 2001. And you might be thinking, well, how come I watched Harry Potter when I was about 6 years old? Well, I'll tell you for why. I think I was about 6. Was I? When did it come out? 2001 it came out, so I'm thinking it might come out November, I think. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm going to find out what month it came out, because it depends what month. When was Harry Potter? 16th of November 2001. So that I was 6. I was 6. So I watched the first Harry Potter when I was 6 years old in 2001. So I must have watched it around Christmas time. So I remember watching it years and years ago, and I was hooked on it. I was like, I'm waiting for the next one. But I didn't watch The Lord of the Rings because The Lord of the Rings was a bit more dark. So I gave myself a little few years to watch I did watch them. Eventually, I did watch them. One of my friends had the DVD edition of this, the extended edition on DVD. I remember that. I was like, ooh, I wonder what that is. And I watched it, and I was like, oh, okay. And I enjoyed them, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. So yeah, so we got Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, 2001, Two Towers from 2002, and then The Return of the King from 2003. So yeah, got Lord of the Rings. Lovely. Okay, nearly done. Right, Maleficent. My mum loves the Maleficent movies. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Love that. Nanny McPhee. Good film, that. I love Nanny McPhee. And Nanny McPhee and The Big Bang. Love it. I don't know why they didn't do any more of those. They should have made more. Same with these films now. The Percy Jackson films. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. And Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. Why haven't they done any more of them? I do not know, but they made a show of them, so that's alright. I think, yeah, that's good. The Princess Bride. Very good film, that. Snow White and the Huntsman. My favourite film from last year, definitely 100% last year favourite film ever. Snow White, remake, whatever, live action, love it, absolutely fantastic. I don't care if you don't like it, that's fine. I like it, so get over it. Me and my cousin Morgan watched this in the cinemas, and we fucking adored this. This film was brilliant. I'm not gonna say any more. That's just all I'm gonna say about that. And if you don't like it, then, well, just don't. Just don't. Seriously, don't. Don't. I'm warning you. And finally, for fantasy, thank God. Well, not thank God. Well, maybe thank God, I don't know. We end on Sucker Punch. Very good film. First time I watched this, I thought, oh, wasn't that bad. Very good film. Good film, that. And there we go. That's it. That's the end of fantasy. And so up next, it will be... Sorry, I'm yawning. I don't know why I'm yawning on camera. I shouldn't be yawning, but still, it's late. Anyway, that's the end of fantasy. My fantasy section, that's all done and dusted. So, as I was saying before I got interrupted by a yawn or whatever, my next genre will be the grand glory, the man, the myth, the horror collection. Horror is going to be my next one, and that will be Split. Split. I'm serious about this. This is going to be split, possibly in maybe 2 parts. I'll need to plan it out. So, horror is a big collection, so I hope everyone will be prepared for that. I'm going to split it into 2 parts, so you don't have to sit through maybe 30 or an hour worth of collection. But that's fine. If you can handle that, then I don't know. But I'm going to split it into 2 parts. So, hope you all enjoyed my fantasy section. It's been much appreciated. So, until the next time, I'll see you all soon. Cheers for watching. Cheers and enjoy. Farewell. Bye-bye.